Not bad for a 30.5. What up, Nitro Nation? Muggy Maniac is back in the cave, and you've seen it for yourself. The King Motors Baja before it was modified. Okay. Yeah, so you are going to see a video, actually around 30 minutes of ripping this thing. Now, we literally beat the snot out of it. You will see a little bit of carnage at the end. The end was a little added footage. Like towards the end of this video, you're going to see out at the Brap spot. This was Mother's Day. By the time you guys see this video, should be later in the week. We sent it a few times. Nothing crazy. Because, I mean, really, these things aren't meant to send. Dan told me a while back that if you learn how to jump them, you could actually jump these things. But it's a rear-wheel drive and all the weight's in the back, and you don't have a front brake or a front diff to where, you know, you could tap the brake. I mean, you can. Some people put the disc brakes or the hydraulic brakes on that, but I'm not going to get all into that. But anyway, the whole point of the video that's coming up, I was just going to upload the video so you guys can just basically, because I do a little bit of, you know, yip yapping in the video as far as how I feel about this modified SRE Customs 30.5. Basically, it's the bone stock. It's not anymore, but it's the engine that comes in the King Motors. This is the upgraded version. $600. You get the engine. This engine that's in here, stock. Mine was a rare case. You guys seen? If you haven't seen, go back and watch the video. When Wade opened it up, he discovered that there was a race piston in this thing. It wasn't a bone stock. So when you guys just watch that video, just the video right now, that's after I redid the diff, you know, put the Primal RC drag racing diff in it, the black bone gears and all that stuff. Had the Bartolome pipe on there. We did the 990 modded, not the Reeser tail. Not these same gearings, 1955. These are the steel gears, not plastic. What else? Blackbone, 10,000 clutch. And just the regular DDM Venturi deal. You know, obviously now it has the Taylor Pulsar in it, which is a heck of a lot. These things are, I wish they would fit in the 5B. But we will probably end up, you know, not to get out too much off track, we will probably be soon running not only the OBR 34 Signature Series reed in here, but also what originally I got the Taylor 35 was to put it in here. So, and we will be putting this back in there, and then I'm going to have, my last video I mentioned that OBR is coming out with a new small bore and a big bore. So I'll probably end up buying both. I love their engines. Not that there's anything wrong with the Taylor 35, but again, I don't want to get in, sound like a broken record, but it is a piston port. Baddest piston port, I will say, on the market, but this is still the baddest small bore. You can't compare the piston port to the reed. Okay, this thing is faster than this, but for the first 5 or 10 feet, this thing is a beast. And it does have some top end, but it doesn't. This thing just keeps on pulling. But anyway, okay, sorry about that. Glitch in the matrix again. This camera's tripping. But anyway, to get back what I was talking about, I don't know if you guys could see it, but in where the reed manifold deal connects to the engine, I think this might have came loose, because you could see how there's oil film in behind there. So whether that had anything to do with the way it was performing, I don't know. I'm going to clean this thing up, clean it up, tighten it down, see if it's loose at all. If it's not loose and it is a leakage, clean it up and put some silicone on it. But anyway, you'll see in the video that it increased a little bit, but it still doesn't have the bottom that it did when it was stock. Now, I don't know. Maybe this, like I said, maybe the Olamat pipe isn't the fit for this modded engine. So, I think it's heavy still. We're gonna try the Taylor pipe because I haven't tried this yet. So we're gonna fire this pipe up on here. It does have, I noticed one thing, that it does have a lot bigger stinger on the end, and it is shorter. Wade was saying that this has something to do with your bottom end by having the shorter. So who knows, we'll put this pipe on and it might give me the bottom that I'm looking for. Because I definitely liked the bottom when it was stock. It was nasty on the bottom, but again, it didn't have the mid and top, and you'll see in the video coming up. So anyway, what happened is we sent it a few times. This thing, actually, what surprised me, it jumped pretty well. There is a method to it because, like I said, all the weight is in the back. Usually these things want to come up and ass land down first. Not this thing. Maybe because of my suspension setup, the way that my shocks are now, it wanted to kick the back up. So when it does that, you got to remember the same thing my 5B sometimes does. You got to pull the trigger when the back kicks up and you give it some gas. You're supposed to kick the back down. I don't think I gave it enough gas, as you guys see, and it did a lot of tumbly wumblies. We ended up breaking where the pivot ball that mounts on the steering turnbuckles, this busted out. You see it right here? This is the piece. This is the hole. And I'm glad, thank God, it didn't bust off to where I couldn't get it. This was sticking out far enough to where I could grab it with a pair of channel locks or pliers or whatever and unscrew it. Now this bent piece you're looking at here is the other side, the turnbuckle for the upper arm. So what I did, instead of trying to order one and wait all that, I got a stainless steel bolt right here. Same exact thread pattern, same length, diameter, and everything. So what I'm going to do is I left this on for purpose so I can screw it into here, get it into the length that I want. And then what I'm going to do is take my Dremel and cut it. And I'm going to cut this end off so it'll be flush. Maybe have to grind it a little bit. Because if you look at these, there's actually an Allen so you can screw them in. But it'll work for now. I mean, I'm going to look to see if they make, anybody knows, they make these pieces here Actually, this is what they look like. I mean, this is what it looks like when you take it out. If anybody knows if they make these titanium, I would love to get some titanium ones. It's probably, I'll talk to John at Detroit Performance to see if they make these titanium. Probably for one of these, it'll be $10. So, you know how it goes with Fitsco. So anyway, so we busted that. No big deal. We popped the original stock ones that I have. They fit in there, so I was able to pop one out. Put it in the Mad Max. These things didn't bend. So I broke that. Bent that. What else did we do? And we toasted that wing. Big deal. So other than that, when you guys see the wreck, I thought I would have done more damage. I definitely, you'll hear me in the video say if this was all the plastic, that would have been gone, more than likely. And the same thing with the rear. So she's still dirty. I got to clean her up. Address that issue in there. Change this pipe out. We're going to give her one more rip. And then, you know, it is what it is. But all in all, I mean, for the $200 that I spent to get it modded, other than the lack of bottom, it has a, you'll see in the video, it pulls really hard in mid and has good top. So I mean, you can only do so much with a 30.5. I won't say it, you know, I didn't get my money's worth because I didn't pay nothing for this engine. Remember, this engine was free when you buy the vehicle, so I spent $200 on this engine. I mean, I could turn around and at least get my money back if I wanted to sell it. But I'm probably just going to keep it. Maybe put it in a future project that I do, something. But I want to give it another shot, and that will be coming up. The 5B, what happened, let's go through the Fitsco rounds, and we'll get into a little bit of Nitro, and then I'll let you guys watch the video, because I don't want to, you know, sit here and ramble on for too much longer. So this video will probably be, you know, another hour video, 45 minutes. I think the footage coming up is around 35 minutes or something. But anyway, 5B, you guys know I ordered those Taylor shock towers to replace the one that got bent. Well, you can't use those shock towers. They only work on the Taylor diff housings. So I thought I could just use those for now, because I do plan on getting the chassis, Taylor chassis, and the other stuff. But I didn't know that you can't use those towers on the stock low-C gearboxes. So I was kind of disappointed. My bad. I should have read the fine print. But anyway, no big deal. It's cheaper if I just get the whole thing. It's $700. You get the diff housings, you get the chassis, and then you get the shock towers. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And also, I'm not sure, but I might just go for it and get the inner diff cups. I mean, I'm going to spend $700 for that, and another couple $100 for if I want to do the Taylor aluminum actual diff cups for the front and the rear, because, you know, as you guys know, the center one has one. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. Still got to pull that engine out of there. She's a beast. 4-piston port, no complaints. She just isn't a read. That is going back in here. And my new platform, before we run the big bore in it, I think I'm going to mess around with a couple small bores, because I can run them in the platform that I'm getting, just to see how the platform performs. So I think that's about everything as far as Fitsco. I don't know if I'm missing. Oh, here's the replacement. I ended up getting the replacement. $55 for this shock tower. Double the size, double the price from Nitro. So anyway, Turtle Racing. We got the rear. I got to take this whole thing apart. I'm just so busy working. I don't have a lot of time. I got vehicles to clean still. Nitro. Techno buggy, in the process of tearing it down. We will be putting I'm going to put the R5 Team Edition RCR modded reds, brand new. We're going to put that in there. Still got a lot of Nitro to run. I do have a a few people have been asking me, are you going to run the Muggy? Are you going to retire? Because, there's people that have Muggies, but they don't run them, shelf clean them. Like I said before, well, there's no shelf cleans in this case. Okay, there's some that I haven't ran as much, some that I haven't ran in forever. We will be running the XTM again, trust me. The SH, I might end up getting rid of this. I don't know. You know me. If you guys don't know me, I'm not the one to sell my RC stuff because you're losing not all the time that you put into it, which I didn't put a lot into this because I already got it like this. I just got this because I got the pipes, the 986 Novorosi pipes with it. I got 2 of them, and those are worth what I paid for the whole thing, and I got all kinds of other stuff. So, who knows? I might sell it. If anybody's interested in this SH, it is a very, very unique vehicle. I didn't touch the diffs. It's set up for racing. It's in mint condition. It's clean. Good as new. Like it came out of, or built, because I think this was a kit. It's got the carbon fiber front and rear and everything. I'll even throw on the SH engine. So if anybody's interested, hit me up. I got 2 extra bodies, all kinds of spare parts for the thing. I just probably won't run it because I have so many other vehicles now. I got to put and figure out what engine I'm going to put in the Mugen Truggy. I haven't ran this thing in a while. We just ran the Techno. Love my Techno. I don't know. I wanted to put this out there, and you guys can comment below. There's 3 Truggies that I've broken it down to that I'm looking at getting. Not sure which one still. I'm kind of trying to weigh my options. I'm looking at the Techno, the new Techno Truggy, which a lot of people are like, well, you got everything and more than that one will ever have. But keep in mind that the new Techno NT48T or 48 2.0 Truggy is totally redesigned. It's not even the same vehicle. Yes, I know Woogie's has all the MCD stuff now that he put on it. I've got I've got a few things that he doesn't have. This thing is, both of our whips are the baddest Technos you're going to see, Truggy, as far as all the modifications. But, so, does it make sense for me to get the new Truggy, which doesn't have any of the stuff that we got? But the big difference is it's completely different. It's redesigned, the gearing, the geometry, all of it. It's a completely different Truggy than the NT48.4. Was it 0.4? 0.3? 48.3. Jeez. Brain fart. But anyway, so I'm not sure on the Techno. Although I do love Technos and I wouldn't mind getting the brand new one, even though the body's ugly. The other one is another ugly body that I've always said is the Kyosho. That's another Truggy I'm looking at, the MP10. They probably will be coming out with a 2.0. So that's why I know they're about to come out with some Truggies. I hit up Rhonda Drake. She said there's nothing anytime soon with a new MBX Truggy, which, they really don't need it because the 8 kicks butt. The one I have basically has 8 arms. It has the 8 radio tray. It has the 8 tank. So it's basically I call it an MBX 7T 2.0 because it has a lot of the 8 stuff on it. So, as you guys can see, I got the 8 arms with the carbon fiber inserts. So, anyway, and the other one that I was thinking about was the Serpent. Just like the one, it would be the one to match this. It's XR8T. It's the Serpent Truggy. I think Amy's out of them right now. So those are the 3. You guys let me know. What do you think I should get? Should I get the new Serpent Truggy? Should I get the new Techno Truggy? Or should I get the Kyosho? Those are the 3 that it's boiling down to. I'm going to get one of the 3. I'm just not sure which one. So anyway, also what's going on in Nitro. Want to talk about the Holy Grail? I don't know. I'm going to order a pair of those backflips and check them out. I've seen them. I know people that are running them, and to say that they're better than the 1178s, I don't know. I beg to differ. These are probably one of the most rarest, or if not rarest, Nitro things accessories that you can try to find. Badlands, 1178s. I've got like 3 pairs of these that aren't even open. Plus, I have this brand new set that I built. I forgot about these. Mounted on brand new DE racing rims. I even got the rubber deal bands on here because when I glued them, I never took the rubber bands off. Like, these are brand new. Never touched the ground. You can see the stuff in the center of it. So anyway, but I had somebody offer me $200 for a set of the Badlands for 4 of them. I kind of laughed. I mean, it was tempting, but never. I'll never sell those because they're like, good luck on finding them. I had to get the last set, I think, that I got overseas. They came from Britain. So anyway, underneath here, no, it's not a new whip, but it is a very iconic whip. And what makes this thing even more iconic is I finally got an engine that fits in it perfect. How it's going to perform, I have no idea, but we will see that coming up. The engine I got to fit in here perfectly is the Roma .25 modded, RCR modded. Okay, we got the 9886 Super Strong in there, 41032 header. We got the Losi clutch, King motor, and King heads, shoes, and Losi shoes, Max Lifes, or not Losi, but they're Dynamite. The Max Life, so we got the Max Lifes comboed with the King heads, which, in my opinion, the King heads last longer. We got the whole freaking motor saver outerwear. Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked that I finally got an engine that I wanted to put in this thing that really fits. If you guys remember Mr. Zaw, when he first got his Muggy, he said he wanted to take the Muggy, iconic vehicle like this, and give it some modern flavor. Meaning, take the heavy, big old tires off, which obviously I've got the Badland 1178s, DE racing rims on, dish rims on here. Okay, and he wanted to either put, I think he said a .28 or a 28.8 Rex Legend or a .25 Roma, but he was talking stock. This is a modded .25 you guys have seen rip in the Techno. So we're gonna see what it does in the Muggy. Gearing smooth. I can't believe I got, look at that, butter. I can't wait. Hopefully there is no issues and she meshes with it, because I might just keep that Roma in there. That will be its new home. So anyway, that's what's going on with Nitro. That's what's going on up to date in the cave. The new 5th scale that I don't want to give it away. There's only a couple people that know what I'm getting. And all I will say is that I'm going to take 5th scale to a whole nother level as far as the whip that I'm getting. I can't even believe I'm going to do it, because it's a serious investment. But anyway, the cool thing about it is, I will tell you, I'll have the option of running small bore engines in it, and I can run big bore engines in it if I want. So I'm not going to get into it anymore because I don't want to give it away. Like I said, only a few people know what it is. Some of you will try to figure it out. Is it or is it not worth SRE Custom? Is it worth, on this engine anyway, is it worth sending your stock Taiwan motor, 30.5 if you got one, 29 whatever, small bore, piston, is it worth the $200? Alright, so let me get my trusty remote. So anyway, let's fire her up, turn it on. It's primed up. It's probably cooled down a little bit, but by the way, I love these Noble radios. Thinking about getting another one of these. I don't really need that new Pro because it has probably more stuff than I'm ever going to use. But anyway, alright, here we go. Yeah, with these pull starts, first pull, man. Usually. Oop. That's full throttle off the bat. Like I said, you can see this thing. It has good mid, good top. Good mid, good top, strong in those areas. This bottom, it doesn't have anything. When it was stock, it had bottom, good bottom. I don't know, maybe my tune's off. It sounds okay to me. Idle's fine. Doesn't bog up top, doesn't bog off the bottom. See, right there is when it kicks in. See, it has mid. See, it doesn't kick in until like mid. I like the hole in that pipe. Sounds pretty nasty. Idle's fine. No bogging up top when I pin it. Yeah, it's real weird. I mean, not weird, I don't want to say that, it's just I would expect this would have more bottom end. Now, I could run one more pipe, okay, and see if that RC Max for this engine pulls more down on the bottom. I heard it's a good bottom and mid pipe, so I mean that's not a big deal. I just change the pipe out and see if that helps down bottom. If it doesn't, you know, I already gave it one chance. Barlow pipe. Everything else, you know, now everything else is fine. It just doesn't have bottom end. See, it takes a minute to get going. Probably dusting these guys out. See, it pulls hard in the mid and the top, right? Top end, mid, pulls good. There's no bottom. Brakes are good, kill switch is good, so. We'll lean it out a little bit on top. Oh, this is coming alive, I don't know. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe she's just not warmed up. Oh! Hey, that's the first time I rolled this thing. Well, not first time, but it doesn't happen very often. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I prejudge. She doesn't have a lot of, I mean, you can see it. She still doesn't have a lot of bottom. Well, I can almost go back to the stock gearing. I bet if I put the stock gearing, yeah, but you guys, the only thing is, if I try to get any more bottom, as far as gearing, you guys can see it. It runs out of gear even with a 1955, so maybe one more time, not guaranteeing anything, pull it out and change the pipe, RC Max pipe, see what that does, see if it gives me a little bit more bottom. I just want a little bit more bottom, and maybe a little top, so maybe we'll see. The Olamat pipe does work better on this than the Bartolome, but I think a good test for these pipes on a Baja are through, you know, a 30.5, which isn't, you know, anything huge, you know, mildly modded. Yeah, it's just a little sluggish down below. But she's got some power in the mid and top, I'll tell you. Alright people, she is filthy as hell. Alright, well, there you go. RCR. SRE Customs. Bass Mod 30.5 reed top end. It's not a reed case, it's a reed top end. That might be another thing, because it's only a reed top end, it doesn't have that bottom end torque and power. It's got mid and top, this doesn't have a lot down below. Definitely nothing even close to the Taylor 35, and we don't even want to talk about the OBR 34 reed. But I will say, for 200 bucks, well worth it. I just got to fiddle around with a couple things. Like I said, I think I'm going to try the RC Max Fight. I might even throw a 1242 carburetor on there, see if that helps a little bit. If it does, I'll buy another one. I've got a couple 1242s, but maybe I'll buy another one, and maybe I'll change the carburation. I mean the air intake. You know what I mean? She's a ripper. How's the male? Shout out SRE Customs, way shorter. Not bad. Definitely worth the money. Muggy's out. Other than that, she sounds good. I dig Element pipes. They sound nasty. Alright people, stay tuned. There might be some Nitro on this video. Might not. We might just do a straight Baja Element meets SCR Customs. Again, shout out to Wade Shorter, my brother from another mother. Yes, it is worth getting your bone stock King Motor Robins modded. It's only a couple $100, no big deal. I don't know if I'll even keep this engine because I got other ones coming. Might not run it that much anymore, or either give it to somebody or sell it. So I'm only $200 into it because remember the engines come free with this platform. I'm going to be doing another video coming up on what my thoughts are. I always get asked from Baja two-wheel drives or any two-wheel drive compared to a four-wheel drive like a 5B or a 5T. I will tell you, if you want the closest thing handling-wise, maneuverability, jumping, balance, everything, just like an 8-scale Nitro, don't get a two-wheel drive Baja. Don't get an Outlaw, definitely. Don't get a hybrid. Don't get any two-wheel drive. If you want the same feeling and handling of an 8-scale Nitro, just a little bit bigger, 5B, not even a 5T. They're badass, but they don't handle like a 5B. 5B or an MCD. Those are the only two, and they're four-wheel drive, that handle just like an 8-scale Nitro. So, how do I know? Because I own one, and I own plenty of Nitros. Anyway, that's all the Muggy's got. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Hope you guys took care of your mom. I did. There's a shot of the infamous citrus bark. And next to scale, obviously, we'll be running the 5B again with some serious upgrades and a little adjustments. And we're putting the OBR 34 Reed signature back inside of it. And we're going to run it again just so people can see a more current video, identically set up as the 35 was, but the 34. And I will definitely tell you, the 34 Signature Series is faster than the 35 Taylor. I have them, so I know. Anyway, everybody have a good one. Muggy's out. See you on the next one. Peace. Alright, people. What do you think? Can we send it? Find out. still a little rich on top. Sounds like it. Oh, you can. Wow. Guess you gotta have the suspension set up right. Just gotta be careful when you land. That's how you flip it. Well, that's how you send a two-wheel drive Baja. Hopefully, oh yeah, we've been a few things from what I could see. Oops, gotta turn this off. Yeah, we just got a little too excited. Oh well, it's not a big deal. All that is the ball ends on the middle. So obviously I'm gonna have to, I believe, pound that out, pop that out, replace it. It didn't bend these, that's for sure. It just snapped the bolt. Other than that, I don't see anything. We did crack a wing, no big deal. Olamat pipe, still intact. You know, usually I would stop this video and, you know, like I did last time, we broke it, make an assessment. Hey, you guys have seen it flip like I don't know how many times, end over end. We were sending it, man. This thing actually jumps pretty well. I guess if the shocks I mentioned in the past, bone stock King motor shocks aren't that well unless you put the right fluid in it. I think I put 40-45 weight in, and I drilled 2 extra holes, 1/16, or I don't remember what it was. Anyways, I drilled 2 extra holes in the piston. So these shocks are like pretty good for stock. We flipped end over end. Now if you had all the plastic stuff, that stuff probably would have broke on it, or the rear. But it looks like the rear's pretty straight. All I can see, if you guys can see that right here, that's definitely bent. That bent. I know they make titanium. I might just replace those. Probably won't be cheap, but what the heck. Now it's time to upgrade with a purpose. I like these Mad Max turnbuckles. I have bone stock ones. If those are bone stock, it probably would have just snapped the whole thing. But I don't know if you guys can see in there. If there's enough light. It's starting to get dark. the piece right here, I'm going to have to, good thing enough of it sticking out, so I should be able to grab that and unscrew it and pull it out, because if it would have snapped inside, then I got to jerk tap and die it and all that crap. So yeah, considering the flips that it just did, yeah, makes for great video. But other than that, she jumps pretty good, man. I'm very, very surprised. We're gonna clean her up because obviously she is filthy as hell. I don't have any more problems with my snappy RC thing. Was the air, yeah, this whole deal was leaking for a while. A minute, still leaked, but it's good. You just gotta silicone them, man. I don't know why, but other than that, no issues. I can fire her right up and run her, but I guess now I know. So what I'm gonna start doing, like I usually do on my Nitros, I start making a little box or a little kit, just a suggestion, of things that I break fifth scale wise. So when I come out here, or you go out and in the field, so to speak, to do your wrapping, if you break stuff, you know, that you've broken before, like turnbuckles and steering tie rods, then you just have extra ones. Like if I had extra ones right now, I would just throw them back on there and I would keep ripping. I'll be honest with you, I was having a blast. And that's what these are for. I don't know why people try to carry their RCs or whatever. 15 bucks, buy one. These things are too heavy to be carrying around. But anyway, that was cool. I can't wait to see it on video when I'm doing my editing. It will be in the video. I'm going to throw that in there. Definitely, because we were sending it. Alright people, again, Muggy's out. Peace. Catch you on the next video.